in some of the conditions you're talking about, unless it's a role that you have that allows you to change certain elements in certain fields that are unlocked based on your role.
Okay, well, I just want to issue a checkpoint here. It is 11:59, so we have one more question, and for those that have other things to do, we are at that point, but if others would like to stick around and ask a few more questions, we'll definitely field a few more questions. The last question is, can the data document be sent or received from a third party, i.e. a bank, a benefit vendor, etc.?
Today there's not that capability unless you open up Kuali Financials to it, or you develop something in Q itself that says, this is an application where someone can send a document and have login process into Kuali. They'd have to be able to be accessible and log into Kuali as a user of the system to be able to put an attachment on it. So I'll say no today because I know people want more of a self-service type of environment and service, and that would be where you'd probably be able to do something like they're suggesting.
Okay. And again, thanks everyone for attending. It is after 12. We do have a couple of more questions, and we'll proceed to answer those. I just wanted to thank those that do have to step away. And the question is from Seth. What is the audit log? Is it just the routing and decisions, or does it track changes to the document that may occur?
It does not track the changes. It is the routing of who did what to, when it was approved or disapproved of. So it does not reflect all the changes.
Okay. And that's a really good question, because if you wanted to add notes, you would add a note, and you would basically sign your note, so that the third person down, if you had a very complex process and you had a lot of people through it, you'd say, well, who wrote that note? You would want to author it.
Right. Okay, can Workflow launch a document or application on someone's PC?
It doesn't today, from my knowledge. Again, that's something that you'd have to ask someone from a technical perspective if it's possible to do something like that. But it's a good question. I mean, he wants Workflow to initiate a process on a PC that's running.
Okay, so that takes a bit of research possibly. We do have another question. This one's a little bit more straightforward. When you have a physical paper document which needs to be seen for approving a transaction, what is the best way to handle this?
Scan and attach it.
Scan and attach.
Yep, that's the attachment feature is something that a lot of us have really wanted. Something that you could scan something in, attach it, put a note there, whatever it took. So if you have a very decentralized with multiple locations, you may be using that scan attach a lot to get the document or a facsimile of that document through.
Excellent. I believe, let's see here. Okay, we'll take two more questions. Can attachments be linked to a document management system like Alfresco?
Yes, I mean, again, you could definitely link them back if you're checking documents into like any of these Documentum also or FileNet. You could definitely tie the two together. Technically, that's possible. Is it out of the box? No.
Okay. Well, that appears to be our last question. If there are additional questions, you can, of course, reply via email, and we'll get back to you on those. We did provide contact information in the presentation, which we will send to everyone. You can always go to info@rsmart.com. You can email me directly at sean.warren@rsmart.com, because we definitely want to get your questions answered. And we again thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to speaking and seeing you at Quality Days if you can make it. Thank you so much.